How do you recognize a good MLM or network marketing company? My name's Skip McNutt, and this is one of the questions, I believe it's number 10, in the list of questions that we're addressing around the whole subject of network marketing and how you make good choices and build a strong opportunity. You'll notice I use the term MLM and network marketing. In a lot of ways, they're basically the same. Network marketing has to do with the fact that you are building a network, literally, of networks. There is an accumulative volume that network generates. That volume is what you get paid out of. Well, the levels that are within that network determine the multiple levels that we refer to when we're talking about compensation. And this is a really important point. A network marketing company, in order to be legitimate as a network marketing company or multi-level organization, has to be organized in such a way that the person coming in today can absolutely out-earn and out-succeed anyone that's come in prior to the time that they came in. Just a very quick analogy. You look at corporate America with the CEO at the top, and then, you know, the upper management, middle management, and on down to all the worker bees. Basically, that is a pyramid, because there's no one in the organization, generally speaking, that's going to exceed the earnings or benefits or perhaps responsibility as well as the CEO, the guy at the top. It spreads out like a pyramid, and you have all the people at the bottom who are fighting and struggling to work their way up. That's a very difficult organization and more of a pyramid-like thing than what people refer to as pyramids. A pyramid scheme in legal terms is illegal. And a pyramid scheme is that which you can't exceed the earnings of the people that came in before you. So I'm not going to spend a lot of time with that, but and there's more information, you can dig it up. The basic reality here is that network marketing, multi-level marketing, is a powerful tool, and it's being recognized by people like Donald Trump and Robert Kiyosaki and just a host of others, Warren Buffett, and you name it, and they're investing in these organizations as well. How do you recognize a good one? Well, there is some criteria. I'm going to hit the highlights on this, and it's something that I'll dig into a lot more. I'll be putting out an article more in depth on this subject as well. But how do you recognize a good one? Well, there's several factors. One of them is the management team. Management team has to be have the experience. They have to have integrity. They have to have something behind them. They have to be well funded. A lot of things around the management team. If you're looking at a company that's been around for a while, look at their track record and how many problems they've had. All network marketing companies are probably going to run into some kind of problems in their early running. And there's going to be lots of internet response to those problems and people taking pot shots at them. It's part of the deal. It's just part of it. They all go through it. It's not whether or not they have problems, it's how they handle the problems, how they get through it, and how the management team guides the organization so that they continue to build and be a force in the network marketing company, and that they succeed and they overcome those problems. That's really the issue. So look at the network marketing company and management team from that perspective. Not, did they have some problems? Oh no. Did they have some problems, and how did they handle it? How did they overcome it? And what did they look like today as a result of it? So that's one way to analyze the marketing team. The other issue, of course, is product. They have to have a product. My own preference is to have a product that's highly consumable with a broad market appeal. If you have, for example, health and wellness is a big issue right now. A lot of people are looking for a variety of products in the health and wellness industry. There's 76 million baby boomers who are creating demands for products that are going to help them maintain their youth. That's a pretty good market to go after. 76 million target market, that's good. So products that are highly consumable, that are visible, and that the product itself is capable of performing or outperforming the promises that the company makes. There's a lot of companies that put out products that are okay, and they'll compete nicely with products that you would buy in the store, and that's fine. I'm thinking in terms of something that is kind of outside the envelope a little bit, that stretches it and says that we're just going to be better than the average. So product is very important. Timing. What's the timing in the marketplace? What's going on with the economy? Is it a good time? Now, when you're in a down economy, a lot of people are looking for opportunities. And so if they're looking for opportunities and this is an affordable business that you can set up on a reasonable basis, well, then that's good timing from an overall market position. Um, the timing in your life, and does it fit for where you're at and your likes and dislikes? Timing for the consumer. Is it, if we're selling buggy whips, it doesn't matter what the economy is doing. Buggy whips are probably not going to be in high demand because buggies are not in high demand. So how does the product fit the current market? Is there a good timing relative to the product itself? So you got management, you got product, you got timing, compensation. It's huge. If you're in business, you're in business to be rewarded financially. I don't believe that that's the biggest issue. I believe it's a very important issue. But if all the other elements are not in place, the compensation is not going to matter much. But if you're going about it correctly and you're really building people and you're looking at it not so much as network marketing but relationship marketing, if you're going about it correctly and the company has put together a compensation plan that's going to reward you for the efforts, that's a good thing. So you want to look at the compensation plan. I have a personal bias, I guess, a preference from all the research I've done that the binary systems are the best. There's some different forms of the binary. The latest forms tend to be very good because they have rollover points and a bunch of stuff, and I'm not going to spend a lot of time there. But there's just a lot going on in those compensation plans. They also have bonuses and travels and trips and all different kinds of ways of taking care of people. There's, like in the organization I work with, there's 8 different sources of compensation within the compensation plan. That's kind of cool. So the compensation plan is very important. There's another issue as well. If the company is really community minded and they are thinking outwardly and they're doing things to be very conscious of the culture that they live in, they're supporting a major cause and something that you can get behind and they're making a difference. That's a huge difference. There's companies that are in it for themselves and they're going to be very self-focused and they're going to make changes over time that are not necessarily all that beneficial. But companies that really dedicate themselves to a cause and are doing things for the right reason, that's something to take a second look at. I really believe that if a company can make a difference and give back, who's doing very well, then that's a really good thing. It's a bonus. And it's something that I really appreciate about the company that I work with. And by the way, I am not necessarily trying to tell everybody that they need to get involved with a company that I work with. If it's a good fit, great. If it's not, not so great. This is all about identifying a company that works for you because it's a good fit with your area of interest. If you're interested in sports, you get involved in something that's situated in the sports arena. If you're interested in legal issues or travel or whatever the specific area, health and wellness, get involved in something that is in that arena and look for the best company you can that fits the profile of what you're looking for. If you're just looking to make money, then that's okay. If you're just looking for making money, look at the companies that have the great compensation plans, broad market appeal, that are run well and that are going someplace and that you're joining them at a time prior to their great growth or expansion period. So I've spent more time on this subject than I'd planned to, but lots to look at in terms of how to select a company. What kind of training and support do they offer beyond the basics and all those kinds of things. Now, this is a subject, like I say, that I'm going to spend a lot more time on because it really deserves a lot more time. It's number 10 of the list of questions. And so with that, I'll see you on the next question.